What's up, guys? This is Flying Monkey. I'm just gonna do a little video on physics in dreams. This is a commentary after the gameplay, so bear with me. I'll try to explain everything that I've done step by step. This is my first time actually messing with physics, so it turns out pretty cool. You'll see a lot of different outcomes in this video within the next 15 minutes. So, watch the whole thing or watch till the middle of it. Watch however much of it you want. You'll see some pretty cool stuff happen, and maybe you can get some ideas of what you could do with the physics. I'm not a physics major or anything like that. I just like messing around with this kind of thing. I made some Lincoln logs and put them together, and wanted to see how they would react to the little bump from the floor that I animated. But I just want to show this video to those who don't know about dreams. You can actually edit things in real time. You can pause time and edit things, and I'll be demonstrating that in this video. And another thing is that we have to remember this is like working in a vacuum. You can add bounce and gravity and subtract gravity, but and friction, but what you don't have in here is a ever-changing atmosphere. So you don't have variables unless you make the variables. Everything else you can change: the mass of objects, the gravity. This is what I'm showing right now. I'm going to put some bounce to that ball where it falls down. See, it has a little bit of a bounce, but I made that animation right there just to make that floor jump up and disturb things. I'm going to go back to the physics right here. I'm going to turn the bounce of the ball a little bit. Yeah, turn it up a little bit. See what it does. Well, there you go. It reacts in a different way. But you see, every time I rewind time, if I don't change anything, and that's what I'm talking about working in a vacuum, is if I don't change anything like I'm changing right now, I'm changing the squashiness and the bounce a little bit more. But if I don't change that and I rewind time and I press play, there's no variables, no change of variables, so I can see the exact results based off of physics, what everything's going to do. And I'm going to turn the density down because I don't like the fact that it's staying closer to the ground on its initial impact. So I'm going to go back there and I'm going to mess with that. I saved its position. I'm not too keen on the menus just yet. But anyway, I'm going to turn the squashiness back down. I really don't care about the squashiness. That's probably more gameplay anyway. Turn the bounce up a little bit more. Ah, there you go. See? Alright. Well, I want the ball to play around in this area over here. So I looked at it from this angle and saw a problem. I don't know why it was doing that. I might have missed something. So I'm going to have to change the position of the ball because I got the bounciness of the ball the way that I want, and I don't want to change that. So all I need to do is move the ball over. I believe that's what I'm about to do. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, I am moving it over. I remember using the precise move. Just barely squeezing it. Yeah, it's now I'm pulling it towards me. Let's see what happens. Now, it didn't bounce initially, but I liked that high bounce. So something happened there that I can't explain, but it's getting the ball in the right direction. So I'm going to rewind the time and see if it happens again, just to see. Well, maybe not. That's what I would have done if I was really thinking about it. But yeah, what I'm doing here is steepening the slope so I can add more of these pieces. You see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to stagger it. I don't want to use the clone and clone and clone and, make it even. Well, that's kind of what it's looking like, but I'll be changing angles and stuff like that here shortly. But now I'm just getting everything, and I'm going to make it go kind of in a semi-circle. Get all of these and make 2 more copies of them and make it like a wider platform. And see, this is what's so cool about Dreams. You can put the camera anywhere you need to. You can look at it from different angles. You can see what you need to change, and you can change it in real time. I'm about to do something with this. Forgive me, I forget how far along into the video I recorded this happens, but you'll see that you can pretty much make a ball bounce wherever you want it to. Well, actually, scratch that. Not wherever you want it to, but you can, in real time, have the ball bounce, and it'll bounce according to its own reaction to the physics. And then you can use where that ball bounces to put other platforms, because you can pause time in the middle of the ball's bounce. So that's what I'm going to also show you here, which ends up being pretty cool. And I like the look of those Lincoln logs falling down and tumbling. It's pretty satisfying. Okay, so the ball ended up coming over here. So I need to understand why it's not bouncing further than that. Okay, so there's the ball. It's coming. Okay, so I know that part right there needs to be altered in some way. Okay, so this time I guess I chose to change the... See, I would have changed just that platform, to be honest. Because now I just changed the full dynamic of that bounce, and it's not going to happen the same way. It's going to land somewhere else. Yeah. It's trial and error. Trial and error. That's what it's all about. Rewind time. Now see, I don't know why I didn't just press undo tweak or whatever, undo action. See, I'm all over the place in this. But it's pretty cool to see different results, I guess. Even if you make mistakes in your little tweaks that you make to different aspects of the physics. Okay, so that made it too bouncy. See, I don't want it to bounce just one time out of all of that. I don't feel like making a huge hill right now. Maybe later. Okay. Not satisfied with that, so let's see. What was I doing? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna turn down the density because I had it turned down earlier. And there we go. I think I got it right on the money. Well, kind of different. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take advantage of this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it to where it's gonna bounce the ball a little outward. I'm gonna change the bounciness of this, because you can actually change the bounciness of the surface and the object, so it can, having a bouncy ball bounce on a bouncy surface should result in more of a reaction to the ball bouncing on it. So see, and I know that this ball has some mass to it, and that's why it kind of stays in the initial fall right here. And that's what I think. And the initial fall doesn't have enough, but this fall right here is from so high that it actually allows it to bounce more whenever it hits the surface. So I think, if I'm correct, I think that that's what's going on here. The ball has a little bit more mass, or I have it set to a different gravity. Not sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and follow the ball and see where it lands. What I'm gonna do here is pause time, and I'm gonna get another platform made. So I don't want to change the settings, the physical settings of the ball anymore. So I want to just kind of let it play out right here. Okay, pause time again. Get another platform. Bounce. Pause it. Get another platform. So see, you can actually do this. Now I ran into a snag. I don't know what happened. If you should rewind after each rewind time, because I think it changes the setting of the ball. Because watch this. This is a problem that I ran into. It doesn't bounce the same way now. It doesn't even bounce off of the top of the hill like it was. So this is, one of those things that we don't know why it works like it does or how it happens, but it can be worked out if you just look into it more. But I tried to do this, adding each platform with each bounce, and I'm sure you can do it. If I would have thought at that time to do it after each platform and seeing how it bounced, and then just rewind like I am right now and letting it bounce, and then adding a platform, but then rewinding time again, I think that would have worked in this situation. But this is one of those things that maybe is a glitch or a bug, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Well, that was pretty cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, maybe even learned something, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.